everyone, this is Archive of 12, and today I didn't think we were going to be getting a classic Halo rap in the year of 2024, but here we go. This is a Halo rap by JT Music featuring Andrea Storm Kaden, a Halo tribute. This is, from what I can tell, just about Halo in general, not even a specific game. It's not inspired off of anything except for the franchise. So that's cool. Because some of my most like heavily listened to, I'd say, JT Music songs are probably Reclaimer, and I forget which one he did for Halo 4 or it was either Halo 4 or Halo Infinite. I can't remember which one, but maybe Reclaimer was for Halo 4. I don't remember, but like there's two songs that he's done about Halo that are constantly popping up on my Spotify. Reclaimer is one of them, and then I think it's the one that he did for Halo Infinite. But I'm looking forward to hearing what he does for this, because this is classic Halo. This is talking about probably the entire trilogy. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing. I will be talking about it. And also down below will be a link to my Patreon, where you can find longer form reaction videos to TV shows and anime, such as Dr. Stone, Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, and Star Wars Skeleton Crew, among others. Yeah, that's going to be it for the introduction. So without further ado, let's get started.
I'll wake you when I need you, as the skies begin to fall. The stars may change, your heart remains still human after all.
I think I saw that the title of this song, it just says Halo Rap, but I think at the beginning it said the title of the song was Human After All. So I'm guessing still Human After All is probably the title. And they just didn't put it in the title up here, which I'm not entirely sure why they did that, but it's in the music video description down on the lower left-hand corner at the beginning. So, yeah, starting off absolutely beautifully. I am listening for different notes and reminders and links to his other Halo raps. So far, this has a slight feel to it, just in the first 31 seconds, but it still has its own unique feel. I haven't felt any connection to it yet. Definitely not in the lyrics. Maybe a little bit in the way that she's singing it and the cadence, but not too much. Mostly in the cadence, I think. Mostly in like the tempo of the song. It feels like both Reclaimer and his Halo Infinite song, which is gonna bother me. Hold on a second, because it's gonna bother the hell out of me if I just keep saying his Halo Infinite song without remembering what the song's title is. Let's see here. JT Music. Halo. He a little bit was Back in the Ring. Maybe I'm thinking of Back in the Ring. I think I might be thinking of Back in the Ring, because I know that Reclaimer is the primary one that really sets up like the tone for many of his songs from the original Reclaimer song going forward. Many of them feature elements of Reclaimer, and I think Back in the Ring is the one that I'm thinking of predominantly. No, Give Up in the World. That's what it was. Give Up in the World. Back in the Ring does have some from Reclaimer, but Give Up on the World. That's the one I'm thinking of. So yeah, this definitely has a little bit of Give Up on the World, but not too much yet. Ooh.
I can't call the fight finished. Could not be further from it. Prophets thought they had it written. Oh, how wrong they got it. Step into my head cannon where the battle has only begun. Remind the covenant, I am running this, and I'm coming back in with the bomb.
Halos above, heavens at war, combat evolved by the love and sword. Welcome to the foundry in which I was forged from the high ground of my last resort. You know what kind of rifle I prefer? Just like a firework light up and burst. Be a shotgun pistol weapon, UNSC, OG trilogy,
Holy Trinity. Listen.
That was a good way of infiltrating high ground and last result. Two of the I believe the Halo 3 maps into this. I like this. This feels nostalgic, and yet also it's brand new. Like, I like what he's doing here.
burst. Be a shotgun pistol weapon, UNSC, OG trilogy,
Holy Trinity.
listen, I'm the chief, yeah, the guy is me. If it weren't for him, myself I can be. Rise and shine again on my fighting feet. When I'm lying dead is when I can sleep. Like a messiah, keep responding into this fight, which will never be done with long as there are ways to be wrong. I'll always have the song left to be sung.
War makes us colder,
Ooh.
but you're more than a soldier, born to reclaim. Before you were named, you were cold. I'll wake you when I need you, as the skies begin to fall. The stars will change, your heart remains still human after all.
Wonder why I'm in the top of Cortana's list? I'm the one walking on the path of providence. So if you're talking shit and not
Okay.
get your grunt of it, then it's a great journey that you're gonna get splattering zealots and shattering covenants instead of ascension to get in there, come up in.
I'm rewinding back to the beginning of the second verse. I really liked that reference, not just to the games, but also to the books. Speaking about like the fact that like Cortana chose John. Like, we hear about that in the games, but it's definitely prominent more in the books, like Fall of Reach. Where Cortana, obviously, she looked at all the Spartan candidates that survived the Spartan 2 program, and John was the one that she valued most in terms of having as a partner. I liked that little detail, which meant so much to the entire franchise. But also previously, before that, there was the line about the fact that, like, before Master Chief was even named, before we even knew what his name was as John, like, people already knew who he was, because Halo was one of the most anticipated games back when it first came out. When was that? 2000. I think Combat Evolved was 2001. I'm almost positive that Combat Evolved came out in 2001. Hold on a second. I'm doing a lot of researching here. Yeah, 2001. Okay, and it was announced originally in 1999 as like the real-time strategy game that eventually got turned into the first-person shooter that we all know and love today. So I like those little details to not just the Halo lore, but the Halo meta, the meta lore surrounding the franchise. Like that, they're very small things. There's a couple of them in here. They're very small things, but like if you know it, then it matters.
Wonder why I'm in the top of Cortana's list? I'm the one walking on the path of providence. So if you're talking shit and not get your grunt of it, then it's a great journey that
I just noticed the shield sound effect when your shields are punctured. They've mixed that into the song. I just noticed that right here.
path of providence. So if you're talking shit and not get your grunt of it, then it's a great journey that you're gonna get splattering zealots and shattering covenants instead of ascension to get in there, come up in.
I'm the paragon of the demon race. It ain't paramount that you see my face, cause my skin don't need no sunshine. While I'm grinding skulls, it's crunch time. I'm your forefather, fuck a forerunner. Would have been your daddy with a punchline. There's no prophecy that can talk from me. You can write the code, but I'll run mine.
I like that. I like that I would have been your daddy quote. That was good.
Upgrade mine, you're done dining. I'm the last life from the front of mine. As I'm firing up this insulation and setting it up for detonation. Cause me and RB want no arbitration that doesn't involve annihilation. You know how it goes, always the same. End of the road,
Roll out with a bang. Remember the coach. with your blood running through.
Oh, putting red versus blue in this. Rest in peace, Rooster Teeth. Because let's be honest, Rooster Teeth is one of the reasons why Halo got as popular as it did. Red versus Blue was just as monumental to the popularity of Halo as the game itself was. So I love that. That was, as a huge Rooster Teeth fan for both Red versus Blue and Ruby, I love the fact that they decided to throw that in there for RVB. That was a brilliant little Easter egg that obviously I think is going to play a major part of this song, but it's definitely a major part of the video.
All out with a bang. Remember the gulch, with your blood running through. No matter the color, some red and some blue. Those are the proving wrongs, just the beginning of what we've come to be now. Deus Ex Machinima,
This is a legacy of 170, legendary every.
And of course, you know, Deus Ex Machinima, like obviously Machinima shut down and JT Music got started as JT Machinima. So like, this is bringing back waves of nostalgia that have been buried deep for like 15 or 20 years. Not only is it making me feel old as hell, but it also is just reminding me of like a better time in gaming when social media didn't allow us to have to interact with people as much outside of the game, and it felt like the gaming sphere was less toxic because we weren't constantly exposed to it. Like, as good as social media has been for like keeping us connected as like multiple societies across this earth, it is also like it has populated the gaming sphere with a lot of negativity. And while some of that did leak out online with like, you know, with the rise of online video gaming, it was a simpler time back when things like Machinima were out there. Like this, that was just a nostalgic callback that just brought forth a wave of memories from my high school days.
now. Deus Ex Machinima,
This is a legacy of 170, legendary every single legacy. I'm the author, nothing's monitoring me. Infinite the man beyond the machine. Always on the hunt for what I can achieve. It's a steep climb to my level C. And by steep I mean with a bag of tea. Otherwise I wouldn't be the Master Chief.
Ooh. Hearing the classic Halo theme mixed into this is so good. That is a nice touch.
We all get older, but it's far from over. Fires will burn to the fight. You'll return when you're cold. Now don't you let the world go to catch me if I fall. Your heart that's blue, the scars that remain make you human after all. The stars will change above you hangs a halo after all.
Wow. Wow. This must be from one of their older Halo songs. I don't recognize it. I know that JT Music has been inserting some of they've been inserting some of their older songs as end tracks for like the end cards and whatnot. I don't recognize that one. That one must be one of their older Halo songs that was released ages ago that I'm not as familiar with. I saw when I was looking at their Halo playlist that someone created that they had an ODST rap that I don't think I've ever heard. And there are a few other songs. So like I'm most familiar with Reclaimer and Back in the Ring and Give Up on the World. or Give Up on You, or whatever it is. This one, but I don't. I'm not as familiar with some of their older stuff because I started. I think the very first JT Music song that I heard was their Mass Effect 3 rap. I think was the very first one that I recall hearing. So that should tell you exactly how long I've been listening to them and whether or not I've heard things before or after. And honestly, there was a lot of things that like slipped under the radar because I wasn't as big into the nerdcore scene back then. Even though like the nerdcore scene has been around for a long time, I was still only kind of dabbling in it until I want to say Doki Doki Literature Club with Stipendium's why did I say Okie Dokie? And from that point on, I was just like diving deep into nerdcore. But yeah, no, I'm not as familiar with some of their older stuff. So if that was one of their older Halo songs, maybe even their very first one, I'm not familiar with that. But this song here was a perfect tribute to Halo's to all things Halo. Like it's definitely gravitated specifically to Halo 1 through 4. But I can't help but just feel so nostalgic over all of the things that happened to that in that franchise, in all the songs that they've produced, all of it. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am Ark Alpha 12, and I will see you in the next video.